Good morning, my besties. How's everyone doing? It's Friday, TGIF, it's CPI, and it is also back to all-time highs for the indices. Well. Who saw that coming? Pretty much a lot of people, everyone. So, what are we gonna do from there? I don't know. I think we need to delete my drawings. Now we're kind of back to the drawing board, as they say. Delete the drawings, because now we're dealing with new price action. Not like the biggest fan of this already being at all-time highs before the market open. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Waiting for the 5 a.m. 4-hour candle high taken by NASDAQ, but not ES, so we will look for shorts in the after 10 a.m. reversal from below, so Sakib. Sounds like you got a plan, which is good, Sakib. So, good morning, Mr. Unilas. Good morning. Good morning, Paul Pham. What's up? How high will NQ go? I don't know. Instead of how low can you go? Can you get down low? All the way down to the floor? We gotta change the cha-cha slide for a NASDAQ too. How high can you go? Can you get up all the way to the top? I guess that's already part of the cha-cha slide after how low. You get up to the top? Like you're never gonna stop? One hop. Right foot, let's go. Left foot, let's go. Freeze. Everybody clap your hands. Already having a good fun start here on Friday. Yeah, I'm just looking at these charts, the 4-hour, the 15. Yeah, I obviously got to mark out that wick high that we left, CPI high. I mean, basically what happened is that CPI inflation came in a little bit higher than expected, but not much for them. I don't think that the market's counting in the fact it's too high that they're going to stop cutting rates. So that's what we're dealing with here. Have I ever tried Bookmap? Yeah, I don't really love it. I feel like it just causes more. Indicators should make things more clear to you. So if there's an indicator that's making things more confusing for you, you should stop using it. Or making you double second guess yourself. But Bookmap, what I found was basically it just adds too much to my process, and then I feel like I could kind of see those orders, kind of like we can see the volume profile in our head just by marking out fair value gaps. And sometimes, they're pulling out those orders on Bookmap, so it's too much. For me to add something to my process right now is very unlikely. Because then, if you're adding something to your system, you're going to go through a period where you're figuring that out. And I just don't need to do that, basically. Anyway, vote in the chat whether you're bullish, bearish, or neutral. We're going to close in a couple minutes. Obsessed with cleaning my glasses lately. Okay. Let's see. What we gonna do, chat? What's gonna happen? We got data high. I'm walked out and have a little sip of water. Mark out previous all-time highs here. That's helpful to have up. To be honest with you, from that Friday drop, the 4 hour is not very clean. But we did pretty good this week so far. Like basically range trading and then towards the highs. So did well, I'm happy. Yeah, questions of what the hell we're gonna do from here. I do love my 10 a.m. reversals on CPI days, but basically my favorite days for CPI are when I have a clear idea coming in. Like, me thinking, like, if we hadn't hit all-time highs and we were like, during the data, CPI data, the best thing what could have happened is that if it wicked to this area of the 4 hour and then back up, and if we're just chilling here, and then I'd be going for the all-time highs. But of course, trade was taken away from us. So it's just back to the drawing board right now, and it's kind of like I'm gonna let it open. Won't be surprised if it just digests and kind of pulls lower a bit from here. And I'll just have to mark out data high, data low. I think that's the range we'll be working with for a little bit. So here it is. Let's end the poll right now. Poll is done. Let's see, 51% bullish, 30% bearish. 19% neutral. Oh yeah. How's everybody doing? It's getting cold. It's just morning cough. It's getting cold out there. Dude, I feel like I always have a morning cough. Don't worry about it. I'm not sick. It's literally just every morning I got a morning cough. It's like just phlegm or some shit. I don't know. You guys have been telling me forever on the chat about that. I'm not a smoker. Promise you. I'm not sick either. It is cold here in New York right now. Let's see. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Not Celsius, obviously. People are fun. Okay. I have some water. It's also hourly low. You caught CPI, nice job. What did I say? I said today is if you're going to be a degenerate, better do it just on CPI. Hola, flaca hermosa. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. TGIF. Feliz Viernes, right? Happy Friday. Let's see. I don't know what we are going to do, but we have to find out. I have like all these charts open. Nasdaq on the 4 hour and 15 and ES also, and then I have the 1 minute here, and then on my other screen, I got the chat open. I got And I have YM, RTY, ES, and NASDAQ all open on a 15-minute on a different chart, just to always have some kind of feel for them. And then I like to have my little stock heat map in a different tab. So far today, it's pretty green. Tesla's just down a bit. The NASDAQ, S&P 500, same thing, quite green. So, you have any more news today? Yeah, we have some 945 red folder, so I'll put that here on the charts so we don't forget. And then also we have 10 AM yellow folder, but I kind of feel like it typically does move the market, that U of M consumer sentiment. I don't know why they made that yellow folder. Weird. So I'm still going to mark that out on my chart, 10 AM news. I guess the revised one maybe is not as impactful as like the OG one. Said, I'm going to find a buy set. How many screens do I use? I've used 3. You don't need 3 because, you know, I have my OBS. I have my like live stream stuff on half of one screen. Yeah, chat. If I was just trading, I'd prefer like 2 screens probably. But it is fun to have like a little space station set up here. I used to have 4 screens actually on my desk because I used to trade stocks. And for stocks, you have to have a, you know, screeners. You got to be watching a lot of stocks at the same time. You got your stock screeners that you run each morning, and then to see which one, you know, if you want to trade a gap up, which ones are gapping up, things like that. Which ones are up over 5% before the open, things like that. But then I'd watch a bunch of stocks at the same time. And thankfully, I don't got to do all that anymore. I just watch the S&P and NASDAQ primarily. No, maybe I'll start watching gold a bit more, but we're already close to the data high. I mean, the only type of SMT we got here was just versus like a 5-minute low on the NASDAQ and ES, and I don't really love doing that. Getting involved just based off that. Like, we can definitely just consolidate here. I'll let it open. I'll wait until the news, basically. I'm not like in a rush to be doing that. Flip cam and show my POV. You know, I should have another camera literally here. I should like put 2 cameras. Bought the same exact camera for another POV, or just like so I could make videos somewhere else. Maybe like my living room. I could put another POV. So now I could like be like Jim from The Office and just switch it and be like, just stare at the camera like, oh my god. When NASDAQ cooks me or wicks me out at break even, then goes to my profit target. Alright, we just hit data high for NASDAQ. What we gonna do, chat? We're gonna reverse from there, what? What camera I use? Lumix GH5 II. They said that that's like one of the best ones for streaming, so I just got that. Just Google. I like to just Google best blah blah blah. Best mic, then I get this mic. Whatever this is everyone's podcast mic, sure. But hey, back in the day I used Blue Yeti, and that's good enough, you know. I got to 50K subscribers on YouTube using a $60 webcam and a Blue Yeti mic. Nano. And shitty lighting. Then we just started up, you know, we invested more. Makes it look nicer. Productions. Background's nice. And wooden panels, the LEDs. It's fun. Here we are. NASDAQ took that high. I mean, what are we going to do, chat? What are we doing? Took previous hourly high on the NASDAQ. Actually, CPI came in. Huh? Yeah. Oh, it was less than forecasted, but higher than previous months, so it's pretty much in line. Just forecasted 3.1%, came in at 3%. This is crazy, though. 3% inflation. See any interesting news here? What's at 9:45? It's flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI. All right, that's fine. Cool. Interesting. What a fun day. We're at all-time highs again. So much fun in the sun. Yes. Yeah, so now I just make another new all-time high where it says data high. Yes, not there yet, but probably gonna get there. We'll see, or they'll stop. Might be the SMT. I wouldn't be interested really in shorting unless like kind of news takes it lower, I guess. It's also dicey. It's always dicey to short at all-time highs, but market doesn't go straight up. You look at the 4, we've just been going straight up. Straight the F up. Insane. All right, I'm typing an email to Trump. What do you guys want me to write? Please, dear Trump, please start talking about shit about China. Oh, wow. What do you know? News came out. We just hit a new all-time high. Maybe that's manipulation. Maybe that's just going to keep running. We'll see. All right. Trump said he'll try. Said, I can't make a promise, but we'll try. So stay tuned. All right. 9:45. Another new high. Don't love that we didn't immediately just like fail from that. We're just chilling near highs again. Pew, 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 pew. We didn't make an FEG taking out the new high, so I don't love that either. So, can't, like, if it breaks this low, it doesn't really mean much to me. I wouldn't really count that as a market structure shift, to be honest with you, unless we have a 2-minute inversion or something. Rather wait for that. I can't trust this right now. See how it reacts there. Maybe it will be a nice drop lower. See, but I would have preferred it to drop immediately after. It took like 2 minutes here. Pew, pew, pew. Feels like, I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but it doesn't feel like the usual CPIs. Let's see, what's Tesla doing today? It's down 1.3%. Tesla missed profit targets for the 4th time despite record sales. That's wild. They reported earnings like a few days ago. Okay, Amazon's up 1%. Nvidia's up 1.6%. All right. I can't do a Trump impression, unfortunately. I don't think I can. I've never practiced it. It's going to be huge. Let's see here. Two massive gambling busts are ripping through the NBA this week. just as their regular season begins, the FBI arrested Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier, former player and coach Damon Jones, and Portland Trail Blazers head coach Chauncey Billups yesterday for allegedly participating in 2 illegal gambling operations. Damn. First, the insider trading allegations. They alleged that they provided non-public information like players' injuries to individuals who would then place prop bets on games. They split hundreds of thousands of dollars from a bet after Rozier told them he would leave the game early because of an injury. He also accuses Jones of leaking the injury status of LeBron James before February 2023 game. But the wildest allegations come from the second case. Prosecutors say a mafia-linked illegal poker game got Billups and Jones to act as celebrity players to attract victims to be swindled out of their money. The games were rigged with table x-ray machines, secret cameras, and card trays, and a card shuffler machine that fed info to someone behind the scenes. Players in the scheme also allegedly wore contact lenses and glasses that enabled them to read pre-marked cards. That's insane. When's the movie going to come out? Can't wait. Not a great look as NBA cozies up to gambling companies. More than 30 people were arrested in 11 states yesterday, and FBI Director Patel says tens of millions of dollars were stolen over the course of the scams. The NBA, which has partnerships with betting companies like FanDuel and DraftKings, said in a statement that that Rozier and Billups were placed on immediate leave from the league. Rozier's lawyer said he would fight the charges and that the FBI publicly arrested him for a photo op. Wow. Yeah, when's the movie coming out? What the hell? All sports are rigged? I know, right? I thought basketball would be harder to rig. But, actually watch Operation Flagrant Foul. That's a good Netflix series. It literally shows the refs. There's a ref that was in cahoots with the mafia. And basically, the refs can influence the game just by a few points here and there. If they call a foul here or there, call a charge instead of a foul, they can influence it. So, and that's what happened. And he pled guilty and he's in prison. I mean, think about how the NBA profits the most if it goes to Game 7. Right? If it cuts earlier, they sell less seats, there's less, they're not on air, less commercials, less merch, less everything. So they want to push it. I mean, honestly, I watched a few basketball games. I had courtside seats to a few, Nets games back when they were stacked, 2022, I think. It was like watching the Harlem Globetrotters. They don't even try for, defense, dude. Honestly. I think college basketball's better because they're trying more on defense, and college basketball's more interesting. They're trying to get recruited, right? So we didn't get an inversion here. So I said I would be interested in shorts if they inverted, and it didn't so far. If we end up going lower, it might just be a slow grind lower. I don't really like it. It's kind of sus. CES. This push lower here, there was no SMT at the 1 minute, but we didn't hit data high yet for ES. However, given this reaction here, I think we could end up hitting data high from here now. Maybe that will be SMT, but like I said, I can't really find something amazing to go long off of at all-time highs without it having an SMT at a low. So it's really just me kind of looking at this as potentially finding some shorts, or I don't know. Well, we got to keep watching. I'm thinking 10 a.m. might be something more interesting. I'm letting this hourly candle and the 4-hour candle finish, basically. So far on the hourly, you have NASDAQ took out previous hourly high and did wick from it. So we'll see at the 4 hour. Maybe NASDAQ needs to take it out again. Maybe ES needs to. I don't know. We gotta see. Nothing very interesting for me to short here yet. What did I want to see? I wanted to see this push down lower for ES. Now we're, it's a 2-minute FEG. Let's see the 1 minute here. We have a 1 minute in premium. It did just now. It's projected for a minute. It has a bullish one here. It could go either way for me right now. I'm not in a trade. You could see my price is kind of moving slow. I don't really care. Since the open, we've not moved much because we just had a huge move before the open. We hit all-time highs, right? What's the range right now? Okay, 100 points for NASDAQ. About like 20 points ES, 22. What's the daily range? Can't believe Duro. Like FBI's got them all. The poker thing, it sounds crazy. The poker thing does sound crazy. What do you mean X-ray machines at the table and special glasses? That sounds like freaking Ocean's 11 type shit. I don't know. Okay. So far, NASDAQ has moved 250 points on the daily. Average true range, 400. Seven. Trump said he's not talking about China today, so I don't know. He said maybe, so it doesn't look like we're gonna drop. All right, and then ES, how much is the ATR? 85 points. And so far we moved like 22. Like there is potential for us to keep going higher a bit. I would need to see maybe 4 hour hourly extension levels at this point. I don't know if I were to go long, where am I aiming for exactly? I'll put alerts if we end up getting back below here, these lows, just in case I need to pay attention, but for now. Pressing down. Right now it's not doing much of anything. At 10 a.m. it will. Add alert, crossing down. Okay. Let's go to the hourly. Damn. This is a 4 hour. Let's go hourly for a second. This was the false move lower, was not, and that was that SMT from yesterday. Hit the -2 extension level on NASDAQ. Still has some until 2.5. Where's 4? Just the low of the day right now. It's 272. Here that'll be 330. 424. Okay. See here for ES. Same thing from here to here. Let's do that. I already hit the -2.5 extension. No, I'm just looking at like the 930 false move lower and seeing, does that line up with other stuff here? For ES, it does a little bit, right? I already hit the 2.5 here, which is this one's -1. So I really don't. I can't do anything right now. We'll have an alert if ES hits data high. Okay, we have 10 a.m. news right now. See if that does anything here with the indices at all. U of M revised sentiment. Doesn't seem like it. I can't really be going long. If the only SMT is like a 5-minute from pre-market. I don't know. Don't really trust it. I think we could just consolidate. We hit all-time highs. We hit a bunch of extension levels, 2.52 for NASDAQ and ES. Hope I kept people safe from like shorting this small push lower, right? Like I said, didn't invert this. Nice wick on ES for it. NASDAQ remained within it. Is that the first percent FEG of the day is down here, but if you go on the 2-minute, that one's cleaner. So that's the one I would be looking at. How's everyone doing? Tanya, Windows or Mac for trading? I have both, but I use Windows better. I like Windows more. NinjaTrader's not really compatible for Mac yet, unless you want to just trade on their web platform, or you can get Parallels, which allows you to download Windows applications on your Mac, and I do that. But I still just prefer Windows. I don't know. Seems kind of boring so far today. The 5-minute candle made a volume imbalance. I don't know what you're talking about. I guess here. Yeah, sure. But again, 2 minutes the cleanest. Rat beef kibasa hot smoked sausage cheddar words. When I say Hillshire, you say Harms. Hillshire Farms. Go meet. You wouldn't want to target London low? No. There's no signs of it slowing down right now. It's such a ways away. You'd think that it didn't even have one good market structure shift to the downside. Ain't no way I can target London low. For it to go to London low, I need to turn. Where's London low today? It's just not. It's just so strong. I'd rather not fade this. So far, that's been the right choice as it's creeping up higher slowly and slowly and slowly. They arrest basketball players, but no senators. Oh, yeah, I know, because it's legal for senators to inside trade, which is insane. Senators should not be allowed to be trading stocks. You know, like, what the hell is isn't, like, Nancy Pelosi is, like, allegedly worth, like, $400 million? I don't think she got that on the Congress salary. Hmm. Oh, yeah, and yesterday Trump pardoned Binance founder CZ. He was convicted in 2023 of money laundering violations. He served 4 months in prison last year after admitting that Binance allowed terrorist groups, including ISIS and Al Qaeda, and child sex abusers to move money on the crypto exchange. After being released from prison, CZ hired lawyers and lobbyists close to Trump to seek a pardon. Per the Wall Street Journal, Binance has been a major supporter of the Trump's family's World Liberty financial crypto enterprise, which has driven a huge leap in the president's personal wealth. The pardon could allow Binance to return to the U.S. with CZ as CEO. And Nasdaq just hit new high day. Go back to the hourly there and just mark out the 2.5 standard deviation. So Nasdaq, it's after 10. It just took previous hourly high. Yes, still lagging. Previous 4-hour high as well. Did not invert this yet on the 1 minute. Not yet, not yet. So I gotta switch this back to bullish. And then mark out this low. Welcome to the final show when it gets quite dark. The wands of matching scars. Put an alert if we cross down. Tanya, are you single? I'm married to the NASDAQ. I'm married to the game. God, this is boring. I expect better from CPI. I don't really love this so far. You know, I love my reversals on CPI. Is there a reversal? No. No reversal. Not yet, at least. Funny as all these wicks on ES and the 2. European defense giants are joining forces to take on Elon Musk in space. Airbus, Leonardo, and Thales are combining their space business into a single company in a move that will make a European alternative to Musk's SpaceX. Airbus will be the majority owner with a 35% stake, and the joint venture will employ 25,000 people across Europe. French President Macron and others have championed the idea of a European satellite competitor that could be a substitute for SpaceX's Starlink system. One expert told CNBC that it's the first tangible evidence of Europe addressing its waning technological sovereignty. All right. We'll see how that goes. It's good. Competition's good. Google's up 3%. Tesla's down 1.5%. Did Google have earnings recently, or is there like news on that? Let's see. Multi-billion-dollar deal of AI startup Anthropic for up to 1 million custom tensor processing units starting in 2026. Okay. See if this is like a beginning of a move lower now. I don't know. ES just broke a swing low. It's pretty good. Break there. Yeah, NASDAQ did not invert this yet. Let's see. NASDAQ is down 1%. ES is up 1%. ES is up 0.8%. No inversion yet again from NASDAQ, so that's sus. I'm waiting for like the next leg down to get started and if I'm going to take a short. Just worried about these smooth highs here. Could come back up, take them out, maybe not take out the wick, but so the stop would have to be up there, honestly. No inversion yet. Unless I want this to break, to be honest with you. Yes, it did have an inversion here, but look, it broke it. Didn't take a new high. 35.50. Made equal highs there. That's sus. I'm not in shorts yet. I need to see more. Need to see more. Need to see maybe ES reject from here. And NASDAQ reject from here, take out these lows next. And I'd feel comfortable taking a short versus like that high. And I'd like it to happen quick. If it's gonna happen even. There's a couple reasons why I find it sus. There's equal highs for ES. I mean, these are smooth highs for NASDAQ. So NASDAQ didn't invert this yet. I need at least an inversion, bro. Not even a 1 minute inversion. It's a 30-second, but nah. I guess I did it on the 30-second. Still no inversion. Hands off the mouse. I don't want to get too chasey with it. I can literally see it like fake people out. Here, I'm just push up higher. It's so fucking slow. It's 10:20 also. All right, that might be Gucci. All right. I'll look to enter that. All right, I'm in. I think I can put my stop here. I think it's a good idea. So I'll make sure my stop's correct. This is high. All right, I'm good at that stop. And I want to see a drop from there. So far, it's good. I switched to 30-second because honestly, I feel as if it's gonna drop quick. Yeah, it did tap into the inversion. You see, there's no 1 minute. Okay, it's dropping good. It's dropping quick. Yeah. It's good so far. Let's put an alert with ES. The alert is in for ES when it hits that low. Take a little look at this as well. Where's that last hourly low? It is here, 4:30. Yeah, I think that this is a good. I can imagine like all the longs trailing to here. We gotta be quick with it though. It's a all-time high market. Gotta drop quickly, please. Let's see on the 1 minute. Yeah. Let's not see some BS. See a drop quickly. Right, indicators here. All right. That was a good rejection. See some follow through, and I want it to be quick, to be honest with you. Like, we want it to be twice as fast as this push up. So how long do we get to get up here? 16 minutes? 15 minutes? So from where it started to break, which is here, where it entered, it'd be great to get here in by 8 minutes. By 10:30, that would be nice. Making equal lows here, which is good for me, I think. I think I'll pop through them, drop through them, ideally. I'm happy so far today. I got really good fill, right? Because I put my limit fill up there in the 30-second. An even better fill would have been at the inversion, right? But I'm not God. I got a good fill there. Barely any drawdowns. Looking Gucci. Yeah, we went to the 1R. I gotta pay attention. I don't really see any like roadblocks why it would pop up back up. So I don't see like a 5-minute fair value gap that's particularly interesting or at all. Where I'd be like, oh yeah, we could like retrace here and then pop up again. Or anything, really. So holding, hodl, it's CPI day. Could get a banger here, right? Gotta hold for the banger today. Especially ES, maybe. Maybe I'll partial if ES hits this low. See. We'll find out. In the 1 minute. It's following bearish order flow. It's rejecting from a 2-minute order block right now. We didn't even take out this low yet, bro, on the 15. I'm holding this. I'm not gonna put stop break even yet. This went to 1R. Yeah, I'm not worried. I just want to get wicked out break even like I did the other day, right? Gotta hold. Hodl. I don't know. I keep flipping through time frames to see if there's any cleaner fair value gaps. There's really not on either side. It's really not my favorite CPI day today. They're on 30 seconds. Like, don't get me wrong. I would hate it if we closed above this, right? So, I just want this to keep price lower. I want the inversion. And it is. So I'm not going to get cute with it, you know? I don't want to get too cute with it. All right. We're going to freaking bring out the money gun if this works for 3R. My hair looks good. Right, ES is like creeping there. See what happens. Put ES on like the 2 minute because I said it would look cleaner. While I judge this for myself. Hell yeah! Stops break even now, definitely. Alright, ES took that out. Partial. Okay, still holding 2. Let's freaking go. Order filled. Like button, hit the like button, spam it, spam W's. Anyway, still gotta see, NQ get there, which I think it should. 625. Freaking watch this better. Okay. Oh my god, that wick's scary AF. Don't be a bum today, NASDAQ. Get there. No, give it time. Give this 2 minute time. 30 seconds. Get there. Come on, brother. Hell yeah, I'm rich. Okay, I gotta focus. I'm not done with the trade yet. I looked at my P&L. Gotta chill. Alright, the fact that the 30-second didn't get there yet, I want to partial another one because I had 3. I'd rather take 2 off. Alright, took off the other one. You never know. NASDAQ could be a bum. But now, honestly, I'm thinking it could get to the previous hourly low, so I'm going to hold a little longer. Let's see. There's sell side here. I want to see how it reacts to it. If it wicks it, then no, but might hold from the low here, previous hourly low, previous 4 hour. Where's the previous 4 hour low? No, I'm not holding for that. It's way below. Anyway, so, but I also don't want to get greedy. I got to remember this is a freaking 3R to here. And when I got out, where I got out was about, literally 2R. So it can't get cute. All right, it was a good idea to partial again because NASDAQ hit this, NASDAQ didn't. All right, let's see. See us reject from here. I just gotta reject now. There's only 322 likes on this stream. Hit a banger. 322 likes and there's 2,400 people watching. Damn, you guys hate me. I really don't want it to get back above this high and be like trashy NASDAQ. That would be trashy of you. Reject here. Reject. Otherwise, your mom's a hoe. Make sure it stops. What's this high? 1475, yeah. Reject, bro. Yes, it's listening. Rejected, rejected, rejected. You just got rejected. REJECTED, rejected. All right, pay attention, Tanya. Pay attention. See, I'm gonna mark out ES's sell side here also. We need you to reject here. No more cuteness, please. Stop being cute. You rejected. You inverted on the 32nd too. Just fucking drop here, bro. Oh, don't be a bum. Okay. Oh my god, stop being a bum, NASDAQ. Oh my god. Moment of truth. It's at the midpoint of that order block right now. Why didn't you take out that low like me ES did? Why does it always gotta do that shit to me? It's so annoying. I'm glad I partialed though. I had the thought process to, short ES after this. That was probably the idea, but oh right, I didn't like the equal highs there. That's what happened. I went with NASDAQ. Bro. What time did I said I wanted to hit in like 8 minutes. What time did I enter this? Yeah, I hit in 9 minutes to here. So hit that on ES in 9 to 10 minutes. Honestly, I'm starting to think that it's probably gonna hit that little cute high and try to be cute. So this market's tough because you really got to pay attention so much with the two assets, and it's just with like a small low like this on the 5 could have that divergence. So you got to be like really sharp with it. I'm glad I recalibrated here. And I was like, yeah. Okay, well, got stopped out at that one in profit because it doesn't want to do the epic thing where it goes straight down there. So anyway, I'm happy. Partials were good. Took most of it off. NASDAQ wants to be cute today. It doesn't want to go straight to the PT. But hey, that push down was good. I could have maybe taken the rest off there after ES hit it and we really were pausing. But hey, I did take 2 of them off. So W's. Protect the profits. Book money. Take money home. It's a good week today. It's a good day. Had a good week. All right, no positions right now. I don't know what the hell NASDAQ wants to do. Is that going to be the S&P? We did go again higher. It'd be kind of crazy, but see what happens. This is on the 4-hour right now. GG, good job if you took the shorts with me. GG. W for you too. GG if you also took shorts, I mean. All right. Protected profits. Now, whatever NASDAQ wants to do is not my business. I gotta go back to the drawing board, essentially. All right, it was a good day. Gucci. Good exits. You know what? They were good exits. Those good exits. See, for those two, I was able to exit pretty well there during this candle, and then when it was coming back up, that second exit, and then here stopped at this high, which is a good idea because yeah, it is now back at the break even. Is this going to be a reversal back to the high? Hey, if so, made good money shorting all-time highs. Not easy to do. It ain't easy. Okay. You guys see it? Like me recalibrating myself. I'm like, oh my god, I'm rich. That means I gotta take some profit. In the past, I've let that kind of get ahead of me and be like thinking about the money gun and everything else. But no, we're not bringing out the money gun because NASDAQ didn't want to get there. ES did. NASDAQ didn't want to be a bum. Okay, let's see. ES. Had I taken the same kind of trade on ES? I want to watch that too. I want to see this. So I had the thought, perhaps doing that. What's the RR differential? I just wouldn't feel as comfortable. This is the 2RR. Okay, so literally at NASDAQ was the better RR anyway, so cool. Even to this low. Alright, to here, what was I risking? Here, stop was this. Where did I exit? 83. Yeah, it's also 2R to just here where I exited. Alright. Good. You did good. Look at tight stop too, 16-point stop, which was good. Alright, that was good, because look, went all the way back up. Good exits. Like playing frickin' Russian roulette up here in this market. Man, me and Junior wouldn't have banked that for sure. And it says, you gotta. Hey, it's just screen time experience. Let me know in the chat if you have any questions. I'll answer some questions also. Like for the Flocka, everyone, yeah. Nice. Ali also took short profit. Awesome. It's a perfect day. Jason Chen said he wasn't trying to short the all-time high, no matter how good it looked. All right, cool. This OTE thing is crazy. Can't abuse this new power, though. Oh, did you take OTE from where? Maybe from here to here. Or from here to here. Yeah, 618 was the inversion. I just went in here. What would have that short look like from here, though? If I got that perfect fill? 11 points, that would be crazy. But again, I'm not perfect. And of course, if, you know, those times when I put like limit fill that high up, that's when I don't get filled. So I'd much rather just go in the easy FEG area. Sheesh, look at that drop. Whoa. That was definitely something. Let me see what the hell that was. Let's see any news here. 18-point drop in 30 seconds. No. Guess it was just a drop after hitting that swing high. It's a lot of like foo-foo going on right now, I think. So all the shorts that trailed to here just got stopped out. Well, obviously, that was actually my OG stop out, so this was a really good trade onto short. Now what do we do? Mark out 1050 to 1110. What was awesome is I was not in much drawdown. I wasn't in any drawdown. I came up during like my break even during a short bounce, and it was quick. It was quick about it, so I really read price action good today. I entered here. It was in break even for like 10 seconds there, and then we just drop. Too bad it didn't last longer, but it was good. It'll be really, really sharp to be trading, so I'm glad I'm good today. Sharp. What was my sleep score, you guys? What was my sleep score? Fernando, send me any good questions in the chat if there's any. Got a 90 sleep score. Slept for 8 hours and 10 minutes. Damn, son. Hell yeah. Amazing. Look at that. 90. Woo! Look at all those green at the top of the screen. Green. Hell yeah. See what else is new today. So right now, it's 50-50. I don't know what the hell. You have the SMT at this 5 p.m., 5-minute low, but like I said, I don't really like that. I would have rather. Is it a 15-minute SMT? No. It's a 5-minute SMT? Yes. We already had a 5-minute SMT here at the open, and then we went up. So having it again is just like, it's a high resistance move higher if it's going to go higher. But to me, it feels like, it's more like a high resistance move lower. I'd still rather do shorts than longs. Which sounds probably crazy. But anyway, if you look at today's price action from where we started, if you made money today, good job. Because from the open today, what did we do? The whole range, I think, is 120 points, right? 120 points. Yeah, so we nabbed like, what was it? 17 to 83. Got like 34, 35 points. That's good for me. Because obviously there's not much trend today. We had a huge push up. We're back at all-time highs. See, it's 1050 right now. What's the 1050 macro gonna do, if anything? Oh, SMT at the high, except for, this previous 4-hour high still. There is SMT at the low, so that's why it's kind of 50-50 right now to be shorting. This could be not my favorite thing. If there was another SMT at a high formed here, maybe I'd try another short, but they both took out this high here. And I don't really mind. If it does go straight down to here, it's just a high resistance move lower, and I made good money. It's honestly way easier when you don't have to hold through huge retracements. So that's why I gave it a chance today because it's CPI. I gave it a chance to continue lower to here with my runner. Got stopped out at this local high because it's CPI, but really recently, if you're not getting trendy days, you gotta just be taking at that first PT or where there's an SMT, where there's a divergence. That's why we're always looking at ES at the same time, by the way. Because when price action loves to be the hardest, it's having divergences like everywhere at 5-minute lows and highs, and it's always sus. Let me check my messages. Bruce L asks, how do you prevent over trading? Do you aim for one good trade a day? Okay, let me read this again. Bruce L asks, how do you prevent over trading? Do you aim for one good trade a day, a specific RR a day, a percentage a day? I give myself basically 2 chances in the morning. The first trade's a W, a win. I'm pretty much done for the day. That's why you can see people exiting the stream real quick, because they kind of know that. But unless something really good comes through, which, especially on a CPI day, I don't mind. There's a couple of times I took 2-3 trades a day, all winners. However, if the first trade's a loser, I give myself one more chance. Maybe I just didn't get the good entry, or maybe my bias is wrong and I'll be able to flip. Basically, after you're done trading, I close all my programs. I have a special software. I paid like $30 for it, cold turkey. This is not sponsored either. But you just install it on your computer. You guys see me pull it up at the end of the streams. Right, so I straight up have these blocks, and I'll just turn this on, and then it'll close all my stuff, and I try to open it again, it'll close it automatically. Also, there's lockout features available. I think, on NinjaTrader and Trade-Evade also now you can have a lockout feature. So let me try to say it in a short way. How do you prevent overtrading? You write down your plan at the beginning of the day. You follow the plan. And you stick with it. And by the end of the session, you should just pull yourself away from the charts before you get too emotional. Just remind yourself, okay, I followed my plan, and that's all I could have done if you took a loss. And that's just probabilities. And if it went well, be content with enough. Say, oh, I'm happy, I'm satisfied with enough. Right now, right? Yeah, we swept this high, then we had that big drop there, and we went to my target there. So 1050. Hey, I don't feel FOMO. I feel happy that I took my profits here. Hey, it's trailed in profit also here. Did I get back in? Nah. Although that was maybe this area where I said, oh, it might be news. There was no news. We just hit this high. Could have gone back in, but really it was 50-50 because I didn't like the SMT at the low anymore. So I don't feel FOMO at all. I feel content that my analysis was correct on lower, made some money, etc. So yeah, preventing overtrading. Also have stuff on your desk. I got some vision board stuff on my desk, stuff I want to do. And also write, be a selective genius. on there, because you got to be selective. You want to be a sniper, not a machine gun. You can write that down too. Let's see what else. What's your thoughts on trading a home PC versus trading from a mobile laptop? Both of them work. Do whatever you're most comfortable with. Just see out your workflow and see it's really about how fast you can get your fills and how fast you can execute. So I'm more comfortable at a bigger desktop setup than a smaller laptop setup, and I make sure I have a wired mouse, because I don't like the Bluetooth mice. I've heard horror stories, people like being like, oh man, the battery died, or like the Bluetooth connection wasn't working. I have a wired in mouse. Never want a technical difficulty to happen, right? That makes everything so complicated. So as long as you're comfortable with it and you can feel like you can get those fills quick. That's why I use NinjaTrader as my platform to get filled better. TradingView, I've seen so many times. I click buy, sell market, sell limit, whatever. And it takes like freaking 5 milliseconds, 10 milliseconds to even see my order on the screen. That is way too long. Why? Because I need to adjust stops. Oh my God, we're dying. Oh my God. Look at that death candle. God damn. Damn it. I'm happy with this though. But what a crazy way it got there. This is not CPI. It's not the CPI way it typically gets there. So, no regrets. Should I have re-entered? Kind of happy with my profits, like I said. And this wasn't really A+, because if there was an SMT at this high, I would. But no, not really. It was 250.50 there. Congrats, GG's, if you got into shorts again there. Let me see. Anything else? Hey, Tanya, I've been trading for 2 years, and for the past 4 months, the motivation to... One second. Let me see this. What was my fill there? 83.50. Okay, those below 50%, so I'm happy with those fills. We stopped. Nasdaq stopped before the freaking low here, the 930 low. What is going on here right now? Let me pay attention. It's 10:58. Is there anything else that looks interesting here? Well, now you finally closed below. Made a 5-minute. Didn't close below yet on the 5-minute. I guess it's a 3-minute breaker block. And FEG stacked here. It's a very, very large stop if you're just going to go short here. You know. But 15-minute now. Right. This is now inverted. Inversion. Bearish FEG stacked here. Bearish breaker. Draw the fib. Not at 50 yet. Mark this as inversion now. Wait, did it close below the 2? Yeah, right. Kind of wild candle formation, you know. For this hourly, hit that previous 4-hour high for an hourly high. It definitely didn't get to this close. There's a weird way. It just like chopped back. It went back and forth the way it delivered here, right? Right, if this is the start of the candle and this is closing here, it went... So, not the cleanest. I think I'll keep an eye on this. If it retraces to, like, 50% or whatever. Some people are just shorting from here, which is fine, but it's just like it's like the biggest stop known to man there. It's like a 60-point stop. What's the stop like on ES? The 5-minute on ES looks kind of clean, not gonna lie. And NASDAQ. Actually, ES didn't close below this yet, but ES on the 5. Still bearish. This is 50%. What would that look like? Yeah, it's like a 1.3R. It's right now, me opening up a trade like right now, it's opening myself to more risk. After already getting a win, let's think. 5-minute here, 30-second there. Five-minute here. There's definitely a divergence right there. You can tape read this if it ends up doing anything here. Kind of interesting. I don't really, this is my thing, is I don't really like marking out swing highs that are already part of swing low. That's why I don't really do this type of thing. I'll mark out a swing high much higher, more obvious. So like this is a swing high. This is some gems that only if you stay a little longer on the stream that I reveal, but this is 3 candle formation. That's a swing low, right? 1, 2, 3. I don't like to count this candle also as a swing high. It's part of a swing low. And also it's not very obviously swing high. Also the body of this candle is higher than this one. So that's why it's like a weak high to be comparing for SMTs in my opinion. So I wouldn't be using that, yeah. Okay, so let's see here. I'm going to delete that potential SMT because I didn't like that, like I just said. Okay, let's see what happens here. I wonder what this is like now. We retrace into a 5-minute here. Did we retrace into 50% of this leg? No. And honestly, the way that this is going, it feels like we are getting OT retracements, like someone had mentioned, right? We're just getting these deep-ass retracements, so I don't would not just enter there. Let's go on the 2-minute again to see where this, there's a breaker here. Bearish breaker. It's very large, right? Very, very large. $33, 36 points stop if you're going to put the stop there. And that would be putting it just above the OTE and above the inversion. So it's not like, actually it's not the worst type of stop to be part of. Not bad. It's just like I've said, we got in deep, deep retracements that I don't really trust that the breaker would hold it right now at 11:05. See? What's happening right now? Let's see, 5-minute. See what the 30 seconds doing. Is it clean at all? Yeah, there's no FEGs to go off of this though. So that's why I wouldn't be shorting this. coming back into bullish FEG. It could dig up higher into here. So shorting this versus this high is not viable really for me. You could like think about how the days kind of come about. It's really not trending that much. So actually I think we got into the first presented fair value gap of the day here, yeah. We're not trending. So today you made money, you did well. You did well today. Kind of disappointing that like I typically like CPI much better than this, but gotta set your expectations, right? This morning I did look at charts and I was like, we're at all-time highs. I was bullish to all-time highs. They took that trade away, so I have to just come in and figure something out based on price action since the open or from pre-market, which we did. So you can give yourself a pat on the back for that. And yeah, that's why right now it can continue kind of chopping around. That was what an epic free fall there, though. But there was no news there, honestly. If there was like a news, if that was a news candle from here, 30-second, I would have shorted. Let's see. I looked at it at that time. Yeah. See, gold. Gold is at 41.32. Let's see right now. Where is it actually right now? The same second. It's at 41.36. All right, so yeah. Hope that I'm keeping people safe, at least, with my filtering out of certain trades, right? Didn't short this until it was confirmed here, and that was a good play. And then I said, this we could retrace anywhere within this leg, and also we could just kind of be yeah. Let's see here. Like I wouldn't trust that this 1 minute high is something that I would put my stop at. Oh, now you have having an SMT here. A more interesting SMT than the one before, right? So let's see if it breaks down from here. That would be the only kind of maybe short scalp that would potentially pan out. If it will, we don't even know. It's 11:10, 11:09. Nothing really happens then. Just had a good day and that's it. Nope. Nope, didn't break down. So now we're tracing even deeper. So, all right, chill day. 120 point kind of range on NASDAQ and got a W, so I'm happy. Definitely not my, CPI is my favorite day of the month to trade, and it's not as the usual CPI. The reversal happened. I said I like 10 a.m. reversal, so we did go with that plan, so I'm happy. Followed the plan there. The reversal didn't happen until like 10:20. It didn't last very long. Typically lasts longer. This was like 10 minutes long, yeah. So where I entered here, I did say I wanted to hit it in like 8 minutes. That was maybe I could have been a little bit better about getting out. I did hit it. Well, ES hit this in 10 minutes, so I'm really happy I took partials there. And then I was like trailing, and I was like, all right, we could get to here. And look, we actually paused right before it. This delivery is not the best. It's not low resistance delivery. Typically, that's what I mean for CPIs are typically better, where you have low resistance, meaning it like respects every last swing high before the next swing low. You know, so this in itself, and stopping this out means it's high resistance before going down. You know, so not the easy salad type of day. So if you made money today, good job. You did a good job. I'm happy. I made what I make today. I actually realized I risked only $1,000 on that, but I made $1,300. Okay. Chill day. Typically, I think I should have taken 4 instead of 3 contracts, but all good. It's kind of dicey shorting at all-time highs, so took a little bit less. So yeah, have a great day, everyone. Have a great weekend. Welcome to the Bagel Club. Discover wisdom. Welcome to Bagel Buddies. Want to see people? Do I still copy trade props off of personal? Yes. That's why I got too carried away when I opened up my P&L and I was like, oh, I'm rich. I need to chill. But today I'm going shopping on 5th Avenue. Hell yeah. And I already wanted to go shopping. It wasn't just because of today or this week. But now it's going to feel even better. Thanks, NASDAQ. Sugar daddy NASDAQ. Sugar mommy NASDAQ. Woohoo. All right. Have a great day. Let's see any other questions real quick. Hit the like button. All right. That's it. Sounds good. Have a good Friday. Don't be a degen. I'll see you Monday I think I'm on the Ninja Trader show Monday. Yeah. I'll see you next week. Hit the notification bell if you want to get alerted when I go live. So then YouTube lets you know so you don't miss a live stream by accident. But basically I'm here like Tuesday to Friday, 9:15 till 11:15. And on Mondays, I'm on Ninja Traders YouTube from 9 to 11. Alrighty then. Ciao, Bella. Ciao, ciao, ciao. Bye, Hadi. Bye, Filch. Happy Friday. Woohoo. We got a lot of emojis there. I love it. Bye-bye.